Hey everyone, alright, so in this video let's talk about the possibility of Disney buying Fox. So now, just so you're aware, this is not going to be the entire Fox corporation, okay? It does not include everything. From what I understand, it's going to be the Fox film library, some of the television networks, and I believe Fox's stake in Hulu, that streaming service. Okay, so that's what Disney's looking to buy. Fox News Channel and like the Fox, sports networks would stay with Fox. Okay, so that's what's at play here. Now, do I like this idea? There are some pros to it, but there's also some cons to it, and I'm going to go over each of those with you right now. The pros. What do I like about this Disney Fox deal? Well, for starters, it ties up a lot of loose ends, okay? So, for one, it gives Disney more control over its Marvel property. So, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool will go back to Disney. So, Disney is slowly but surely gaining control of all these Marvel properties. So I think that's a good thing, definitely. Number two, it gives Disney the distribution rights to Star Wars: A New Hope. Right now, I believe Fox has those rights. Obviously, if they bought Fox, they would get those rights. I think that's a great thing. And who knows, it might even open up the possibility of Disney releasing an unaltered version of the original trilogy, which honestly, they would be stupid not to, because that would be, they would make a mint on that if they did that. So they should think about that if they buy Fox. So that's number two. Number three, Avatar. One of the chief complaints amongst Disney fans with Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom was it's an outside, franchise. Well, if Disney buys Fox, Avatar would no longer be an outside franchise. It would be Disney. And it would also open up and give them more freedom to kind of work with that franchise in terms of expansions in Animal Kingdom of Pandora and adding Pandora and other parks around the world. So I think it's very good in that regard as well. Now, what do I not like about this deal? Well, number one, it's a weird marriage. Okay, I think that the Fox properties, at least a lot of them, don't really mesh well with Disney. Okay, now a lot of people will say the same about Marvel, but I actually disagree with you on that. I think Marvel fits great with Disney. It's sort of the yin to the princess's yang, right? Like princesses or little girls, they all want to be princesses. That's their thing. And I feel like Marvel and that superhero world is sort of the boy version of what the princesses are to the girls. So it's sort of a yin and yang. They kind of fit, Boys want to be superheroes, girls want to be princesses. It works. Star Wars is very Disney, with the music and it's a galactic fairy tale. Star Wars, in my opinion, is a match made in heaven. They work so well together. Now, Fox, though, not so much. A lot of their content that they're really known for is very edgy. Simpsons, Family Guy, which I love Family Guy. It's one of my favorite shows, but it just seems weird that Disney would own those properties. The movies they make, like Planet of the Apes and Alien, they're great movies. I love them, but they just seem like a weird fit for Disney. Now, it's really unclear how Disney's going to approach owning Fox. Now, they might have more of a backseat approach, like they did when they owned Miramax, or like they do when they currently own Touchstone, where yes, it's owned by Disney, but they don't really market it as a Disney property like they do with Marvel and Star Wars. So they might own Fox, but it's sort of like low key, which is actually, in my opinion, the approach I hope they go with. I really don't want to see like Fox properties at the theme parks and stuff like that. There's a few exceptions, like I said, with Avatar and stuff like that. But for the most part, those films don't really work with Disney, and I hope it's a more low key approach to owning Fox, similar to what they did with Miramax. So that's one of my concerns. I also feel that there is the risk of just becoming too big. Okay, I think Disney right now is sort of at the perfect size. It's big where, it's big enough where it's stable and can kind of fend off, hostile takeovers and what have you. But then it's also not too big where it's like, controlling everything. I feel like with owning Fox, the company becomes too big. And Disney sort of dilutes its own brand because you're getting to a point now where it's harder and harder to maintain like an overall company image when you just kind of own all of it, when you own everything. You really do water down your brand. And I think that's a real legitimate concern and a real legitimate worry here with buying Fox. It's too much. They're going to own, with Fox, they're going to own pretty much every major franchise in Hollywood, aside from maybe 2 or 3, like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I feel like it's too big, and it can definitely, dilute the Disney brand. Now, one other side issue that has come along with this Fox news is that James Murdoch, an executive over at Fox, might become or is one of the contenders to succeed Bob Iger in the CEO position. Okay. Now, I don't know anything about James Murdoch. I can't really make a fair assessment. I can't say he's good or bad, if it's a good call or a bad call. All I can really say about the possibility of James Murdoch as CEO is the same thing I told everybody in my Bob Chapek video. Give the guy a chance. These executives, you never know how they're going to manage, how they're going to lead until they're in that position. Okay, Tom Staggs, he started off as a bean counter. He was the chief financial officer of the Walt Disney Company. He moved on from that and went to Parks and Resorts. Okay, if you were to look at that at face value, you would say, oh my gosh, I'm scared about, the parks. This accountant basically is taking over the parks. This is terrible news. Oh my gosh. And you know what? It turned out Staggs was a fantastic head of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. So that's just one example. Another example, Bob Iger was an Eisner yes man. He was really a generic, kind of a bland executive that worked under Eisner. Okay, nothing spectacular. He becomes the Disney CEO and he becomes a total rock star, knocks it out of the park. I mean, this guy has had hit after hit after hit, to the point where it's hard to replace him because he's done such a great job. So again, you can't judge these people until they get into that position, into that role. You just don't know how good or bad they're going to be. So with James Murdoch, I have really no opinion on him other than if he becomes the CEO, I'm going to have an open mind. And if he's great, wonderful. If he's terrible, that sucks, But we just have to wait and see because, whether it's him or Chapek, we just don't know how they're going to manage until they get that position. So those are my thoughts on this whole Fox buyout. There's a lot of stuff here to discuss. What are your thoughts? What are your theories? What are your speculations? Do you love the idea? Do you hate the idea? Comment below. I love to hear from you guys. I do content on Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars all the time. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.